Well, it's another outside broadcast today from Deventer. It's a lovely little city, this, and I used to come here with Rung actually in the good old days, sadly no more. But we're going to talk today about Keiran McKenna. 26 degrees by the way here, Keiran McKenna, and that mystery player that the mole suggested was from the Netherlands. I've done my research, I've come up with two names, but the most obvious one I'll mention in a moment or two. And also we'll look at Ensico and Ensico Cajuste and see whether there's any possibility that they will stay with us. But firstly on to Keiran McKenna. I think he's quite settled here. His kids are happy at school. You don't want to uproot them for any old reason. And although it's a persuasive reason to go back to the Premier League, it's with Brentford. And that would be a big risk after Thomas Frank, I think, to take on that job. And not only that, his wife quite likes the area. He himself knows that it's the safest job in English football, and he's got a debt to pay now, I think, in some respects, to Mark Ashton and the Ipswich Town supporters to get us back to the promised land, and I think that's what he intends to do. He's an intelligent guy. I don't think he'd be persuaded by Brentford, to be honest, even if the bookies say he's 2-1 favourite to get the job. And with regard to Julio Ensico and Ensico Cajuste, there's a possibility that we may get one or two of them. In the case of Ensico Cajuste, it was about 10 million, I think the offer was for him, but it may be another loan deal. And in the case of Julio Ensico, if we were prepared to pay around about the 20 million mark for him, it's a big price, then we might just be able to prize him away from Brighton. So we'll see how that goes. And with regard to the Ipswich player that the mole has mentioned, I think it could well be Deventer again. I've mentioned him before. He's on loan with Pek Zwolle. He scored 12 or 13 goals last season with them in the Eredivisie, but he's on loan from the Hibernian, where he only played 5 times. So he could be on the move again, and it might be a perfect choice for him. There's one or two other Eredivisie players that might attract the interest of Ipswich, but in truth, I don't think we'll get them. Anyway, we'll wrap things up here for now. Catch you later, and what we say, up the town.